This is Boxing Tickets NI in association with SB Sports. We're here at Glen, and what a wonder day again. Obviously, I know I just said to you off camera, a year ago today we had an interview, so 2nd of June's our interview day with Colm Murphy. But obviously you just finished another week of training. You're just 4 weeks out now obviously from your rematch with Liam Gaynor for the BA Irish Super Featherweight title. I guess it's sort of, this good weather comes in, you just sort of can't wait to fight.
Yeah, well, it's great weather, and I just wanted to say, well, I've got the chance here. Not only a year ago today we did an interview, but 6 years ago today, my granddad Pat, biggest fan of my boxing, passed away. So I wanted to give him a shout out, and may he rest in peace. God bless.
Obviously, this rematch sort of came. Obviously, I know that you and Liam obviously fought for the BA Celtic featherweight title, obviously at the end of last year, but sort of rematch that sort of maybe didn't think might come. Obviously, it's a great fight first time around with Liam. We were obviously campaigning to try and get it in the Katie Taylor card, and it just didn't seem to work out. But I guess obviously sometimes when you win a fight and you can take a rematch, for you obviously it's a good learning fight as well. Obviously to get you, winning this belt as well, get you ranked in Europe. So been another great obviously learning curve for you, sort of moving forward in your pro career.
Yeah, well, I do think that no matter what, we're moving forward. Obviously, I was very gutted I didn't get the fight on the May 20th card. What a great card it was. But fact is, I'm fighting in Belfast. I'm fighting in my hometown. All my mates, all my friends, family get to come down and watch me in Europa. I have no problem at all fighting in Europa again. Some people would throw their noses up that, but I could see myself, even if I do end up fighting in bigger stadiums, that I'd be still fighting at my home show in Europa, where all my friends and family can make it down and support me because they're on this journey with me, and that's what it's about.
Obviously, the last Irish Super Featherweight champion was James Tennyson, obviously just over 6 years ago. Obviously, it's keeping it hopefully within the stable as well, obviously at MHD Promotions. Obviously, a good man to follow. Obviously, James Tennyson obviously had a great career. Obviously, retired a short time ago, but obviously a great addition. Obviously, to be the next man to come after James Tennyson. Sort of, you and Liam don't have any bad blood in any way. Obviously, he's had a great fight, and you both had a joint interview with me afterwards. Obviously, an extra 2 rounds, up in weight as well. What can we sort of expect in 4 weeks' time?
Well, yeah, with what you said first there, it's not only James Tennyson be following his footsteps. I believe my coach Walsh won the BI Irish title, so that would be really good to follow in his footsteps as well, and to get that big win and bring it home to Belfast. On top of that, me and Liam had a great fight. It was a close fight. Don't get me wrong. This time round, it's been a good while since that fight. A lot of things have changed. He had his flight delayed before he even came into Belfast, so you have to factor all these things in. I'm expecting a different Liam Gaynor here. He's going to be prepared. He's prepared for a long time for me. But the fact is, I do feel like I didn't perform to my best that last fight. It was a bit scrappy, and I feel like my boxing's come on a lot better. Me and Dee have been working on things, and I feel like it's going to be trouble for him on the night. But I'm obviously expecting a tough fight, and I'm ready for 10 rounds. I'm fit as I've ever been, and I'm coming to bring that belt back to Belfast, as I said.
You've obviously just passed your driving test as well. Congratulations. Obviously, it makes, I guess, not having to run to the gym obviously every day now. You've obviously passed the driving test. I guess it's another probably maybe stage of sort of growing up. Obviously, the maturity sort of coming. Obviously, you passed your driving test. You can probably nearly feel like an adult now. You can obviously drive about. But obviously, we've obviously had a bad couple of weeks, and obviously Irish boxing, obviously McConnell losing last week, obviously Katie Taylor the week previously. Do you obviously feel that obviously 1st of July is a sort of another good sort of moment for Irish boxing, the fact that 2 young guys are getting in there? Obviously Liam was beat you last time around, but he's obviously happy to go at it, and obviously try and get really big nights sort of back again, just building the blocks for the future.
Well, yeah, even touching on the driving thing, it took me 6 times to pass my test. I have a degree. People would look at that and be like, you're a really smart guy and stuff like that, but fact of the fact is, getting into the driving test situation, sometimes you get anxiety and stuff like that. Things happen on the day, and you get scared, and things don't go your way. But fact is, you have to be resilient, and even with the upsets on the May 20th, I feel like Irish boxers are very resilient, and we can come back from it all. And even look at Liam himself, you have to give your hats off to him. He got beat, and I think he got beat fair and square. I feel like I was a good bit ahead, even more ahead than the scorecard suggested on that night. But look, he stayed in the gym, he's kept training, he stayed about for this opportunity, and now look at him, he's getting an Irish title fight as well. So that goes to show that, see, if you stay in this game, you put it in, you wear your heart on your sleeve, that good opportunities are going to come in Irish boxing. And I really believe, like, yeah, down the line I could face like a string of defeats or something like that, but I know I'm a resilient person and I can come back from a lot of stuff, and I do believe in myself going forward.
Obviously, we've seen you at the SSE last week, obviously enjoying the occasion. I think it was your dad's birthday as well. Obviously, two of your stablemates and Conor, Quinn and Padraig McCrory were on, and really good performances last week. I thought Padraig was probably very critical of himself. Won 10 rounds for the first time. Crazy to think, 17 fights in, first time he's won 10 rounds. And Conor obviously had a really great one. I guess probably an underrated sort of one, because he was on before the TV. He's obviously fighting a well-campaigned opponent. Obviously great times for the gym. The gym's still unbeaten. Obviously great times to be in, and you obviously aim on the 1st of July to continue that theme and add another belt to the stable.
Yeah, I feel like things are going ahead for the stable. I feel like people can be, when Paddy himself can be a bit critical for not blowing that guy away, but look, he got 10 rounds banked. I didn't even know that myself about Paddy, that he's never fought 10 rounds, so it's good to get all that in. It's rounds in the bank, and I know he's got a good few big fights lined up ahead. It was unfortunate that Conor didn't get fighting for that belt, but he had a great fight. That guy came to win. He was tough as fuck, and Conor, sorry for language, Conor boxed the ears of him, and he's had a really great year coming back from everything, and goes to show you, as I said, resilience. There's clearly a lot of resilience in our gym, and even Owen's coming back down to welterweight for his next fight, and looking to make a big momentum shift. Gerard's, he got very unlucky with the stuff that happened with his last show getting cancelled, but he's stayed resilient, he's stayed in the gym, he's kept working, and it's all going to pay off for all of us when we fight in this card in Europa, and even all this summer. It could be all our stable summer coming up, telling you now.
Obviously, you're coming up now 2 years, I think, obviously on a pro. How are you enjoying the boxing so far? Obviously, coming away from the sort of amateur code sometimes can maybe take a bit of adjustment. I think you've been a breath of, I've said it a few times, you're a breath of fresh air to the programme. Obviously, your excitement, you obviously seem to love, you're a fan-friendly style as well. You obviously come to fight and everything. How are you enjoying, obviously, settling into the pro ranks?
Yeah, I'm loving it at the minute. I feel like I've made the best decision of my life going pro. I doubted myself heavily, and if it wasn't for a lot of people who believed in me, I wouldn't have went pro. So that goes to show you that you can be surrounded by people who do have your best interests at heart, and they'll help you make the right choices, and I've been very blessed to have that in my life. And honestly, I couldn't really see anything else for me, just this pro game. I'm picking up, I'm learning a lot, and I feel like even by the end of my career I'll have a lot to give back myself to other people, which will be a great interest of mine. So yeah, I feel like the future is very bright, and feel like I'm making great strides in life, and I just hope I can keep sharing it with people, do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, seeing people really happy for me, support me, really does, some days at night it comes to me, the amazing people I've met, especially here in Gleon. So many really nice people I've met, and I just hope that continues, because it's a blessing. I never really thought I'd be in that position in my life.
Obviously, finally then, obviously on the ticket front, obviously I was speaking with Gerard there in his interview, and he was saying he's about 10 tickets left. How's tickets been going for you? Do you have many left? Obviously, I know it's going to be another bumper night in the Europa Hotel. Well, obviously some really great nights, and quite a lot of your fights have been in the Europa as well, so it's a really good memory sort of for you, and sort of to see how you progress from this year, from your last fight. Everything's obviously working out very well for you. Have you many tickets left?
No, I don't have many tickets left, and fact of the matter is too that I've been on every single show of Mark's, apart from the Eric Donovan European title fight, since Mark started running these shows after COVID. So I've been there. I've kept selling tickets for these. I've kept myself ready for these opportunities, and if I wasn't fighting in Europa, my career wouldn't be anywhere where it is now. So that's what I mean. It's going to keep coming. There's fighters yet to be announced on that show. It's going to be most likely a sellout here, so I'm really looking forward to that. And I want to say a big thank you to Mark for running these shows and giving me an opportunity to platform on it. And hopefully after I get the win, there's some bigger opportunities lying out there too. And also a big thanks to my coach Steve, who's kept me taking over ever since COVID, and I came to this gym. It's been great work as always, and I'm really also looking forward to the future of our gym.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time as always. We wanted to get this in before you sort of get the meat of sort of the last couple of weeks of camp, but obviously we'll look forward to seeing you back in action obviously in the 1st of July, and I'm sure obviously for anybody that's going to be there, it's going to be another spectacular night. Thanks very much for your time, Colm.
Thank you very much, Stevie. Have a lovely day.